This is episode 32, and you were on approach.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
463, contact the New York Center 128.3.
28 Tempo 63, good day. Hello, Captain.
On Approach is a weekly flight sim and aviation enthusiast podcast covering the week's top user-submitted topics and news on the skylounge.tv. It's a very special week. We've got a new regular guest on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jordan King to my left. Mr. Jordan, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everybody?
Welcome. You got the golf clap, bro. He's not Tiger Woods, bro. Calm down, guys. Golf clap.
Tiger Woods.
Did you notice how synchronized the applause was?
Terribly synchronized. So welcome, man. Where are you checking in from?
California, Southern California.
SoCal representing. NorCal representing here. We have Mr. B off in the UK.
Sherwood Forest.
Sherwood Forest. Sounds like a magical place.
Magical.
We got Mr. Sparks checking in from pretty much some alleyway in London.
Yeah, pretty much. Crap hole.
Bomb shelter in London.
A bomb shelter? That's exactly what I picture you living in, a bomb shelter, bro.
The Temple of Smoke.
The Temple of Smoke. And Mr. Kevin this way, checking in from Quebec.
The hardest working
Oh,
man
you
in
got
flight
that
simulation.
right, man.
The hardest working guy in flight simulation. Yeah, you can tell by the number of fucking updates that we get every week.
Exactly.
Not new features, it's just me unmessing up stuff.
I don't know, bro. Aerosoft after your title with that CRJ. I think they're a hotfix 6 now.
Probably around that.
And now our top stories. TFDI Design introduces RealLight in the 717. This one submitted by Mr. Tarpoon. RealLight shows some of the potential in a new V4 platform, they say. Since release, we received quite a bit of criticism on our night lighting in the cockpit, yes. Although not unjustified, it's been frustrating for us because it would take completely remapping the entire cockpit to even make a dent. With that in mind, we started evaluating ways to improve the lighting, and we arrived at RealLight. We decided to brand RealLight as a technology standard so other products using it will be able to establish their users an expectation of quality. We intend to use this technology in other products and are looking into licensing or sharing the technology with other devs. So this is lighting in V3. Wow. The RealLight lighting in V4.
Fully dimmable too.
Yeah, those switches are all casting sexy shadows right now, man. This is crazy.
That looks good.
It's not dynamic lighting though, it's
It
No?
looks nice. Edson, it looks nice, but isn't this just a rip-off of the A2A's Redux lights? Their shockwave lighting?
Yeah, I mean, they had a lighting tech too.
You're talking about the spotlight or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is exactly. I can't tell you, but it's definitely. I was a beta tester for the FS Labs Spotlight or whatever it was called, and I'll tell you, this is definitely not that. I don't know how to describe
FS
this.
Labs
I have
had
to say, it
something,
looks nice.
A2A had something similar. Who cares? I love lighting. I'm just glad to see the game is getting upped and upped with the lighting.
I'd be interested to see. I guess I should download it right now, but I don't even have V4 installed right now. But I'd be interested to see. It's functionally that good looking, or is it like, just a static lighting?
Yeah.
Like, is this like live lighting?
What was the source? What was the source of the shadows? Was that the?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Is this
texturing.
like, is this?
No, it's
Look,
texturing.
but-
it's
no,
not
but-
light shadows.
But look here, though, bro. Look, the switches are casting a light
shadows
here at a completely different direction than here. That's
Yeah, but that's
completely.
the-
No. That's just
Oh,
upside
wait,
down. That's just
it's upside down.
Look at look at the IRS system.
Oh, it's wait.
It's upside down.
Yeah, it's the same angle.
I'm just wondering, like, at dusk, for example, what would it do? Like, it'd be amazing if these were dynamic lights. I guess we should look at Rob Einskoff's video.
Let's have a peek. Yeah.
You'll have. My guess is that they use a blend of dynamic lighting and some masking on the textures for the reflection of the lights, that creating that illusion, which is like brilliant. That's what it seems like to me. RealLight.
RealLight.
RealLight. Clear, smooth cockpit lighting.
They're French now?
Yeah. Clear, smooth. Baguette.
God dang, my 717 never behaved like that in cockpit. I'll tell you that much, bro. Don't matter how much hardware I threw at it.
There's a smiley sticker on the review.
Yeah, that's the troll. Available now. Very dramatic. Let's have a peek
You know
at
what,
the...
though, man? I'll give it to those kids. Look, they may be the next generation PMDG.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you
keep
really
pushing.
think about it. They are an extremely young. If you've ever seen these kids or hung out with them, they are kids.
Yep.
And they are remarkably talented. You know what I mean? I feel old around them. Let's put it that way. I feel old around these
Sky
guys.
5,
Sorry,
Josh.
Mendoza.
Sky
Yes.
5, Josh. Yeah.
These guys, I mean, they're just a really talented young team. And look, and for everything that people said about them when they first came out, look at how good their aircraft is now. I mean, they were the first ones to even get a jetliner into V4.
Yes, absolutely.
Their aircraft is remarkably stable right now. It's very functional. It's practically complete. And then, essentially, for them to do this thing, you realize they had to strip Collins' old Milviz lighting engine to even be able to put this in there. So they're not. Look, they are a competent bunch. I'll tell you that.
And
Very
a well-mannered bunch as well. I will say this. Mr. Josh stayed at my crib here before going to a flight simcon, and in the morning he had folded the sheets and folded and stacked the pillow. Sky 5 to your mom, Josh.
Too. I did that too, man. You have no merit.
You get the gold star too, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You get the gold star. Let's have a look. So Rob looked at it. Let's have a peek. So this is from Mr. Rob A. I'm not even going to try and pronounce your name, Rob. Not going to happen. I'm trying to catch, like, you know, any shift in shadow or something. But, of course, the light source itself is not moving, but...
That's the dimmed lighting.
Yeah, that's soft up under the dash there. And that's the bright.
That's a bit more, yeah. I guess it's dimmable, so you can control...
I guess I need to update my 717 as well to play with this, man. This is exciting. It does look good.
Yeah, it does.
Those shadows on the knobs are exactly the same position.
Well, yeah, the light source itself is not changing, regardless of daytime, nighttime. That light source is where it lives.
But I want to see if there's a reflection of the light. Like if you look at the panels from a certain angle, if the metal is actually reflecting the lighting, that would be insanity.
Well, that and transition, right? Like I want to see a convincing transition. If I'm flying from daytime into nighttime, I want to see shadows appear slowly. Pilot Pete's ultra realistic PTA preset. This one submitted by YouTuber Mr. Pilot Pete. Welcome, Pilot Pete, and thank you for sharing. I created a new PTA and reshape preset that I think looks very natural and realistic overall. How many of you guys are using PTA? The PTA tool.
Yeah. PTA. Don't use reshade though.
Across the board. I don't use reshade either. I don't like the performance hit.
I don't use PTA anymore.
No?
Oh no.
Thoughts?
It was awesome. It just was too much tweaking for me, and I just learned to live without it. Like it just doesn't. Like I feel like you can still make P3D look pretty good without it. Time for me was when pre-drag first dropped the URP, like before PTA even really existed, and he just kind of allowed you to select from 3 different presets: terrain brightness, cockpit brightness, and I think
saturation
haze.
And haze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like really nice, but it was just simple. And then after that, like but I almost tweaked myself out of interest. You know what I mean? Like I just over tweaked. I was just like, you know what? Honestly, what got me out of it, Kevin, was when I saw, I think I sent you a message once, like, oh, you guys have HDR control, which was amazing because then you don't have to go into the menu, adjust your HDR, and then come back and try to think to yourself, oh, does it look better or not? You can just adjust the HDR on the fly through Chaseplane now. So once I played with that and I got like the right color, I just didn't even bother.
Yeah, I just use the PTA, set and forget, and then get ribbed about it every time I go live by Edson.
bro,
PTA
look.
is awesome. Like, I completely get the merit in it. I mean, I get it
Perpetual
100%.
twilight.
It's wonderful, but yeah, I just
Perpetual
I
tweaking
played with
assistant.
it. Yeah, exactly. I think I played with it too much, and it got old.
I'm lazy. I just use other people's, and if it's and adjust my HDR lighting. So I don't go anywhere near all those bloody sliders and.
But then me
Things you
using
can
other
edit.
people's, I could never find the perfect one. Like I always would want to merge one with the other one.
Yeah.
But then by doing so, like I'd mess up some variable that like, oh my God, if you're using my PTA, you must keep this one variable.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. And it was just,
There are many seesaw scenarios in there where it's like you want to slide this one down, no problem,
If
you
this,
can.
then
But the
that
other
must be- exactly.
many of them. So we've got a kind of very realistic one as well. And one of the users on the site had some pretty specific requests, and I was like I literally cannot do that, bro. Like if I did that, it would mess up other things. It's such a direct impact, and it is very limiting, the tool, in a way, but at the same time, it does open up a billion other things to mess with.
yeah.
But it is
Yeah,
interesting.
but I like the preset that we have for patrons. It's a very natural preset, and I just set it and forget it. And,
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
I
that
like
very
when
much.
I like when others just dictate what the experience should be.
Yeah.
I look at it on stream on Twitch, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. I'll install that, and just boom, that's all. I don't touch it anymore. And
Exactly.
it looks good.
Let's have a peek at Mr. Pilot Pete. So this is using not only PTA, but also using reshade.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you need a combination of both.
Yeah, definitely. So this is actually one of those interesting scenarios. Tuning night lighting is very difficult because on the plane's lighting, you can either tune the sliders to only adjust the VC or to adjust the entire plane on the outside. But then if you do the outside, then the VC adjusts at the same rate. It's all just very limiting in a way for a lighting, from a lighting perspective. But this is pretty damn real. The world is not a super saturated place. It's actually fairly drab from above.
That looks good.
It
does. A little bit of bloom.
It's a little bit dark.
It's a little bit dark for me. Yep.
Ground. Yeah, I think it's a little bit dark.
But
Sparky likes
you
his
can,
like
Is
this.
that's
you can change that with a simple hotkey in Chaseplane. So
yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking for a good starting point, man, head over and check this out. Because with the PTA tool, you load it in, and if you like it, you keep it, and if you don't, you unload it.
It's very difficult to get the balance right with the cloud shadows. You know.
You know what would be amazing is if there was a way of having PTA adjustments be dynamic, where you could do them on the fly. Man, like some reshade programs do. If you can do that, oh man, I feel like that would be
time for a nugget.
Game changing.
the biggest thing. Honestly, the biggest thing I think that I got sick of. It was like trying to overclock for that extra 25 megahertz. You know what I mean?
So, I'm about to throw a gold nugget out there, bro.
You change a million variables just to try to eke out that really insignificant difference, and then you got to restart the sim, and then you got to start it up again. You got to restart it. So I think that's what got me out of the mood of tweaking anymore.
So here's how you accomplish that. So you load in your favorite PTA preset, right? So you have your daily look for that ideal scenario of flying. Ideally, you strike at the daytime level. Daytime, sunny, beautiful, the most saturated colors you want, whatever, you tune it to that. And then on those days where you need it to be dark and stormy, or kind of just a little bit milder on the colors, that's when you engage the overcast. That's when you engage Chaseplane's new feature of the HDR sliders. So you have PTA dictating those primary settings, and then on the fly like this, when I fly in storms, bro, I have a setting that I use in chase plane, instantly slides everything down to a very dark and ominous look. Amazing combination, powerful combination to have the ability to adjust live the HDR settings in chase plane, because on the fly like this, you make your PTA profile into something completely different.
Yeah.
Very, very, very powerful tool, Kevin.
Yeah, and you can do it with hotkeys, right? Now it's no longer just the sliders.
Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for hotkeys.
Yeah. What was it that Kevin said about my hotkeys?
Too many damn keys, man.
Too many damn keys. MK Studios August update. Fuerteventura Island and Airport, Lisbon Airport, and other news. This one also submitted by Mr. Pilot Pete. Let's have a look. This is new stuff. Upcoming projects. Things going into beta. Lisbon. Lisbon is in Spain, yeah?
Portugal.
Portugal. LP.
Nice weathering going on there. Looking a bit flat. That doesn't look... Wait. No, yeah, that's three-dimensional.
Is that X-Plane?
Has to be.
Is that X-Plane?
Yes, I believe this is X-Plane. Yeah, look at the GSX.
Yeah.
There's no GSX.
Yeah,
out there.
no, look at the
There's
ground.
people on the ground though.
Yeah,
That's-
right there.
amazing.
Still next gen.
I'm still debated. Is that X-Plane or is that P3D? I'm still.
Look at the ground textures.
Looks like X-Plane.
Oh, sure.
100%.
V4.
Mega.
Oh,
No, that's-
we're looking
Oh,
X11 to export. Yeah. So
Wait.
it's going to be both.
So
Picture though, what is that?
that means
Tell
that
us
what they're
the-
showing is V4 then, because they're
Yeah.
looking
The
for
fuck?
people. What?
It does not even look like V4.
Well, it does in some ways. That's an AI airplane. There's no way
Yeah,
that's
that's
an
static.
aircraft.
Yeah.
It's
That's,
Oh, okay. I see. That's
The
what I was
shadows.
tripping out on. I thought that was like, because you know how the yeah.
can you
Okay,
imagine the
that's
day that GSX does this?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I don't
I'll
think
be- I'll
it's
be
going to be
honest
the
with you, I'm
GSX,
not-
folks. I think it's going to be somebody else.
I'll be honest with you though, and
go
this
ahead.
is not insider information. This is just completely speculation. I think that that's one of the ideas that, you know, how Dovetail had that passengers feature that they added. I think that's one of the things that they long term are trying to do with it.
For sure,
You know,
man.
have little
I
virtual
know.
passengers.
FS the crew are working on a
They're
ground
working on
filter.
Ultimate ground crew.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good, good.
I don't
Great.
think that
So
it's
I-
going to be the GSX team that's going to accomplish this level.
No.
Well, you never know,
immersion.
man. Umberto sometimes throws you a curveball.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they still have trouble like managing how buses don't go through your landing gears. So, I mean, yeah. There's
a lot of
limit to
that also
everything.
depends on airport data, though, too, right? Like it's
Yeah.
the layout
The little
file for
refuel
the
feature
airport.
wasn't bad.
That refuel feature is sexy. In
Yeah.
fact,
Actually,
Like that.
while I'm on here, and we're talking about GSX and etc. FS Dream Team are actually watching this at any point. The GSX team, please, if I roll up in a BizJet, I want a limo and not a fucking van.
X-Plane does that, doesn't it? It's silence, but
does.
X-Plane does do that. X-Plane's thing does a limo.
His new integrated ground services thing.
Yeah, it does a freaking limo,
Yeah,
man.
they have it built in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this looks good, man. These are looking all right. These are looking all right. Thank you for that,
Yeah.
Pilot Pete. Released Diamond DA40 Immersion Soundpack. This one's
Right.
submitted by Mr. Predrag. Sir, thank you for your
That guy's
submission.
got a perfect 5-star rating at Sim Market.
Does he?
Oh no
Good.
way! He's at the
Across
top.
all his
Is-
products. Every single one of his products has 5 stars.
Well
They're all
deserved, man.
bestsellers.
Well,
I'll tell you
they're-
what though,
yeah.
after I bought that 737 sound pack, That thing was
It changed it up, man. It sounds amazing.
after
Oh,
all
the cockpit sound pack. Yeah.
737. It literally made me feel like I had a new plane.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is no different, man. This is no different. I streamed this a couple times already this week. Absolutely fantastic sound pack. I mean, the DA-40 is a cool aircraft already as it is. For the GA side of things, you hop into this aircraft and you've got no pillars blocking your view. It is full immersion all the way around you, man. It's an amazing plane to fly low and slow. And now with the sound pack, it's fantastic.
You should try to sell it for to Flight Sim World to Dovetail.
I already proposed that to him, but it's a different engine type. The one in Flight Sim World is a different engine than this Lycoming one.
I did not hear the tire screech, but the touchdown sounds are beautiful, beautiful, very realistic touchdown sounds.
You didn't get the tire screech because your landing was so good.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Sky butter.
It kind of sounds like a helicopter to me.
Butter.
I don't know what it is. It just sounds like a...
It sounds like that in real life, bro. It really
The actual
does.
aircraft is awful.
Yeah.
You look at this beautiful modern aircraft flying over. It sounds like a lawnmower.
It really does sound.
What are you guys
We
talking about?
have them fly over here all the time. He says it sounds like a chopper, like a small chopper or something.
A diamond?
Yeah, the DA-40. Yeah.
The real ones. Yeah. They fly over here all the time doing circuits. Sound like a bloody lawnmower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. We have them
does the
here
twin.
too.
So
that
does
thing's
the
got a
twin.
big ass freaking propeller though. Look at the size of the goddamn propeller on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a listen here.
What's the price point for this, Edson?
Such a badass.
$9 and some change, or
nice.
euro. 9 and some change euros.
I must say the cinematography in that video is very, very nice. Pre-drag was an editor in a previous life. He told me. It's been a long time since he's edited a proper video. And that's, I think, one of the best videos I've seen in a very long time out of Flight Sim. All the angles, all the sounds, all the cuts, very, very good.
He actually makes a decent amount of videos, and they're usually for his PTA or URP packs. But he's a great, and I think it's more than just the. Actually, I mean his cinematography is fairly simple, but it looks like he color grades afterwards or something. He doesn't put like any weird Sony Vegas effects, but everything just looks like just real. Just looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's the URP. It's the URP.
Because the thing is, I've literally tried to I've had him walk me through on Facebook, clean install, give me everything, and it just I don't know. I can never get it to look that good.
Yeah.
Same thing. You know who else was like that? Brandon Filer from TFDI. Same thing. Like sometimes he'll help me with my videos. I'll ask him for a screenshot or for like a small clip, and his videos always look crispier than mine. And I'm like, what? Talented. Something about these talented guys and their color correct monitors or something. Because
Yes,
mine would never
color
look so
correct
good.
monitors. Definitely the first step.
That's what it must be.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Predrag. I highly recommend this, guys. It's a great plane. If you don't own it already, it's worth scooping up. Between the DA-40 and the DA-42, the modeling is even a bit cleaner on the DA-40. I love the plane, and paired with this sound pack, it's beautiful. We have some previews next. Eaglesoft Citation 2 551. This one submitted by Ivana Fly. Let's have a peek at a new BizJet. This one.
Yes, let's look.
It's been a very long time since Eaglesoft released anything, have they?
I can't even think of what the last product was for them.
Yeah. They've always
I thought
worked.
Eaglesoft recently re-released their Citation, didn't they?
I don't know.
I have the Citation by Carenado.
But this one's a different ball game. I know Eaglesoft back in, many years ago, the Cirrus that they released was the best of the class, and I always remembered them for private jet and civil aviation aircraft, and I'm glad to see that they're back at developing.
This is looking clean, man. Look at the textures.
Quality stuff.
But this is part of a fleet of private jet that Eaglesoft are doing.
Yeah, their corporate aviation series. It's like they're doing a whole series of them.
I looked at it a little more than a year ago. They re-released their Citation X Extreme 2.0.
Right.
It's a little more than a year ago. But yeah,
So
but
yeah, it's
prior
been
to
some
that,
time.
it was definitely a long
time.
I mean, you look at the different textures we're looking at here. You have kind of that fabric on the seat, but then you have kind of a leather wrapping here, and you can see the differences there between those. Then you have the kind of vinyl of the yoke, and you can see that gradient and that texture, but then the smoothness on the handle. I mean, this looks really good. The other biz jets in this class would be the Lear by Fly Simware, the Citation by Coronado. Who did the other Lear?
Is it somebody coming out with a Premiere,
Extreme.
or is it who's doing the Premiere?
That's Coronado.
Coronado did the Premiere, yeah.
Well, are they sold by Flight One though? The
Eaglesoft?
stuff. Yeah.
I think
They're
so.
sold on. I thought they
They're
were
in the
sold on
wrapper.
Sim Market.
Oh yeah.
Are they in
Okay.
the wrapper?
Good.
A lot of wear
I
and
might
tear
get
on
it
that.
then.
Yeah, you're not a fan of the Flight 1 stuff.
Dude, if it's not in the Flight 1 wrapper, then yes, I'll buy the airplane. I'll gladly fly it.
The only thing I'll say about those shots is those seats look very square. I mean, they're very angular. They would be more
Yeah.
rounded. Being an ex-upholsterer, I would know that those corners would be slightly rounder, not as angular.
There you go, bro. There's a whole new business for you. You can make virtual seats, bro.
We need pros for everything.
Yo, let me get that piping on there, dog. Let me get that piping. Gold piping
wouldn't-
on black.
No pipe.
hide.
Not on those seats. No. They're buttoned. They wouldn't be piped. They'd be buttoned. And stitched.
Barky knows. I like these cutaway shots a lot.
Yeah, I do. Too.
I like this. I don't think I've seen this this type of presentation before. Yeah, I like this cutaway.
I want those cabinets to open
Clean.
as well. With bottles of champagne and audio systems in it.
Yeah.
a beta track.
Oh, clean, man. Definitely something I'll be keeping an eye on. I do love my biz jets.
So do I. I'll keep an eye on this one as well. I'll keep a close eye on Eaglesoft.
The Patent Scam by Mr. Austin Meyer. This one's submitted by Biarzed. I'll let you take the lead on this one, my man.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of you know that Mr. Austin has been the target of a lawsuit. More actually, it's laminar research.
Wait, is this a new one?
That's a old and
still
new
have
one.
Okay.
So he's been struck by a patent troll. So for people who don't know, patent troll is some company that owns the rights to the legal rights to an idea. Basically, in that case, is a company that bought the right to upload applications to the Google phone store. So if you have like an Android phone, a company owns a certain concept of an application being downloaded on an Android phone.
The concept of downloading the application.
Yeah, or something like that, or validating some users in a database or something along those lines. And that company that owns that patent doesn't do anything. What it does is just simply suing people using the technology they bought with technologies that are very, very generic. So oftentimes defending a case like this, like as a company, costs millions of dollars. But those patent trolls would settle for like $50,000.
Yeah.
So it's less expensive to pay them off and make the case go away than to just fight it and go to court. So Austin decided that he would go to court and defend this this battle.
That's a bold move.
It's a bold move.
In the Valley, almost no one defends against the patent trolls. Like they just pay and
What
make
I
it
know
go away
about
as fast
this-
as they can.
From what I know about these patent trolls, it's tends to be in like one state in America, and
Texas.
the lawyer is the judge's cousin.
There you go.
Judge's
Yep.
cousin is
The dad.
somebody else's
Yeah.
niece or uncle, and it's all a big scam within this one area.
Yeah, that's
So-
exactly what the documentary says. So Austin decided not only to fight back the patent troll, but also make a documentary about it. And
To expose the whole heist.
this documentary is releasing on August 15. He's already released a few previews of it, the first 20 minutes of it on his YouTube channel a few months back. So a lot of people already saw that part. But there's a trailer that's been released, and that's what I posted there. It's a very good quality documentary, and it's going to be available on so many channels. A lot of people are going
Dude,
to
he hit all of them.
Yeah,
But you know what though, Edson? When you say up there in the valley, nobody really fights the patent trolls, you'd be surprised. Number one, Google, for example, fights the patent trolls inadvertently through like a proxy war, if you will,
Right.
by releasing patents freely to the market. So Google has published, I think Google, I want to say, I can't remember which other companies, but I want to say Yahoo and a couple other big ones have just released some of their greatest patents into open source to essentially try to flood the market with open source licensing that'll expand the internet. Because these guys, like Kevin was saying, I don't remember if it's they're suing you for uploading your app to the store or if they're suing you for people downloading your app. I can't remember which one, but they're suing you for like a basic access kind of a you know, I guess process, if you will. It's the access process is what they're suing you for. There's no fucking technology there.
Yeah.
Basically, if you upload or download something, oh, you took our idea of uploading or downloading, right? So I do think that Austin is commendable for fighting these guys.
Most
Hopefully
definitely.
it's not gonna impact him to continue to develop his mobile app and his desktop app, and also hopefully it doesn't impact him too much financially. Although I know he does very well for himself, but yeah, I think it's great that he fights for these people, and he's a very smart guy. So if you're gonna put anybody up there,
And he's a Texan.
maintain poise, you know, I think he
You might want to show the trailer, Edson. It's like it's a 2-minute thing, and I think it would be worth a watch for people. We don't have audio on our end, but if people can hear about it, it's 1 minute.
let's have a peek.
It's very worth it.
Yeah, so there we go.
The business ground to a halt.
I laid off 7 people.
Everything on the business side was derailed.
The demand letter basically stated that I infringed upon a patent.
They said, if you charge somebody for providing a computing service, that violates our patent.
In order to use my $200 scanner, I would have to pay them $120,000.
This is not what the American dream is all about.
The cost of this abuse is literally incalculable.
They claim to have the patent that facilitates bilateral and multilateral decision making. That's basically decision making.
I am the person in the whole business of what a patent troll is. Identify the people. Give me the list. Give me their names. Give me their addresses. Give me the lawsuit. You know what? You can't do it. You know why you can't do it? You bought into the propaganda.
This is just paying off the bully.
They will bleed you dry. It's hampering innovation.
This will just continue forever.
The lawyers are the sons of the judges.
All the jurors are corrupt.
They've thought of every single angle, and you can't win.
That
yeah,
is
you see how they
madness.
said it's the judge's son. Yeah, so the judge is the guy's dad. So the patent troll, or the guy who's the attorney on behalf of the patent troll, goes to court the stewardship of his father, who of course will always find the case for Unilock, I believe is the name of the company. I mean, it's just such a deep, legitimate scam.
Yeah.
That it makes you wonder, how the hell is this illegal?
I'm actually I'm surprised that a company like Vice News hasn't scooped up on something like this, or that you know they're I haven't seen anything from them, but this is like exactly the kind of story.
This is just Austin's patent troll. Understand, for every patent troll of Austin's, there's 10 more that are out there trolling, you know, What a badass picture! Look at him standing in front of his fucking legacy.
And for knowing Austin, it's going to be a very nerdy and very in-depth, information-rich documentary.
Definitely excited. Thank you,
Mustache is epic.
Biarzed. Aerosoft announces the Antonov AN-2. This one actually came in. I think in 2012 was the first mention of this bad boy, but we finally have something to actually look at. Happy to announce a new project made by the Octopus G that shows off this amazing aircraft in detail. Get ready for weird systems because this aircraft has them.
I can't understand anything in that cockpit.
Yeah, I kind of got trolled on this because I picked up the Antonov 2 for P3D about 2 months before V4 came out.
By who?
And
which Antonov 2?
I can't remember what the company is. There was only one available.
Oh.
And the company no longer, is developing for it, and it won't be updated for V4. And I was just like, I just got it.
Well, Aerosoft will fill that gap in time here.
Looks nice too.
It does. Texturing and stuff looks good. A lot of 3D stuff. They didn't spare anything.
Was the cockpit dedicated?
It looks Russian as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did that cockpit project fall in the hand of a Russian person? Because I feel like if an English or German person got into this, not understanding Russian, those buttons would be all messed up.
Right. Oh yeah, that's one
the
ugly
version
beast.
That is badass.
The version I got was the Sibwings.
God, that is an ugly fucking plane.
It's ugly.
Fucking hideous, and I love it.
Edson's gonna fly it.
I'm so getting
so
this.
ugly that I like it a lot.
I love the ugly ones.
Because look, it is an iconic
only airplanes.
bird,
Only
man.
airplanes.
This thing is like the Russian DC-3, dude. This is an iconic bird.
Yeah, the Edson, the version I got was by Sibwings.
Oh, okay.
And and it's a lovely aircraft. It's beautifully modelled. Slow. This is a dust crop. Crop duster. It is really, really slow. Don't be fooled by that huge engine. It's not fast.
Neither is their website right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at the nice detail on the props. I like. Oh, that's crisp. Oh, that's crisp. Yes. This thing is beat up too. It is beat up. Now, is it? Oh no, it's not. This is completely. Each one has its own weathering. Each blade has its own weathering. I like that detail.
Nice detail.
Weathering on the wheel chocks as well. Ah man, the planes like this, they have to be beat up, bro. They have to be beat up. You can't make something like this look new.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
And yes, it tends to be all in Russian.
The yoke looks tiny.
Dude, look at this. That's some swamp ass seat right there, bro.
What Coronado plane was it? They released it and the thing was beat shit, and they like making patches like that weren't as beat up. What plane was that?
The I think it was the DO-228 by Coronado.
The Dornier.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah, it may have been that. That thing was so beat to crap.
Because it came out beat to crap, which was cool. I liked it, but it was
almost
pretty
overdone.
extreme. Yeah,
it was pretty extreme.
I remember
that seat
pointing
looks
out.
Really smelly though.
It does. That's a smelly seat. That's a stanky seat.
Ooh. And the padding's all like firm. It's all beat up because like
yeah.
Yeah, you want to take some hand sanitizer in with that one.
Yeah,
oh my god! It's
a lot of vodka.
A lot of vodka spilled in that seat.
Sweat. A lot of vodka sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's why all those Russian planes have those big ass fans to the left.
It's right there,
plane, bro.
Yeah,
it isn't a real Russian. It isn't a real Antonov if it does not have a little fan.
You're right.
That's to blow out. That's to blow out the cigarette smoke from those Russian cigarettes.
Smoking and vodka, bro. Oh yeah, Sparky. It sounds to me like this one's right up your alley. Now it's looking real good. Oh, look at the rip.
It's right there. Yeah.
That tear is nasty.
From your arm being up there. Yeah. The floor base though, I felt like could have been a little bit better.
Oh, that needs more wear.
Yeah, that looks like. Well, not just wear, but is that even 3D? Maybe it's the.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the join me that's making it look.
No,
flat,
that does look. That does look like a 2D. It looks photographic. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. That's the stuff, right? It's like those details. They've got to be convincing.
You can't do everything else that well, and then you.
Yeah, because overall, man, this is looking money.
Good.
Just announced the Just Flight C-152, and there's a preview. This is interesting.
Just Flight's on a roll right now too, man.
They are rolling strong. So I threw a little fun fact in there. In Iron Eagle, Doug Masters actually runs a snake in an aerobatic 152
with full flaps.
With full flaps, yes, full flaps, exactly. Doug Masters. So there better be that livery in here.
What was the other plane they just dropped? That was a hit. The Aero, right? The Aero.
The Aero.
They had the,
yep.
They had the Aero.
The Aero Turbo with the V-tail.
Turbo. Then the regular Aero 3, right?
Yep.
And I did not get that plane, but damn, those screenshots looked.
Dude, all
insane.
the details on
I know
that
the
planes
plane-
are made, like the small teeth on the wheel behind the propeller. Even
And that's the funny thing is that
small
I have very little low wing experience, but you give me a Cessna, buddy, I'm a savage.
Yeah.
1.7 line and the 1.5 line. So I'm really excited. I hope this 152 is as detailed as their Aeros, and this will be a day one buy and probably one of their biggest sellers. Because I mean, think about it. We haven't had a good 152 since. Was it Alabama or Coronado made one like
Coronado.
7-8 years? I mean, I don't even know how old that thing is.
Oh, dude.
2-day gauges.
Oh, yeah.
On the level of their Pipers, this will be a massive hit.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. It will. Already it's beautiful. It's shaping up to be very, very good. I already see the texture from the airplane I flew at flight school. The beige thing. And it's off the panel. It's shaking. It's I already see that.
I hope it has a little bit of wear on it because I've never seen a clean 152 in my life.
No, they don't exist. They're all
With the
beaten up.
red fabric.
That Tobago and the Trinidad series as well are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that was their older one, right? That's probably like 3 years old. I remember when that had come out.
The Tobago Trinidad kicked them off on this whole systems frenzy.
Exactly, on the GA thing.
Yep.
I think maybe not GA, but it kicked them off in the
systems in GT. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Accuracy.
Like it showed, okay, we're here to play. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was no longer like just a beautiful outer shell with a basic functioning, system. It all of a sudden became this beautiful outer shell with a really highly detailed system. You had like de-icing fluid that you had to refill in the Piper, in the Tobago and Trinidad, like really nice stuff.
I'm gonna do a bunch of flights and probably tutorials on this 150. I know this plane like the back of my hand.
So I wonder if this is correct, but they're gonna support all the way back to V1. Let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And you know what? While you're at it, get rid of that and just stick to V4 so we can have the very best product we can.
Yeah, because I'm curious to see if they have the V4 features in it.
If you're developing for X though, which I know that some developers are moving away from it, but I still think you have to develop for FSX for a little while. But if you're developing there, then you're kind of already developing for 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's almost completely cross-compatible. The only sim on that list that needs special attention is V4. And it doesn't even completely need it. But of course, if you're going to build a sim or a plane in 2017, you better give it native V4 features.
Yeah. So when I was talking to the quality sim guys at Flight SimCon, they mentioned, you know, how developing for the prior versions actually holds back some of the stuff they wish they could unleash.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, I hate hearing that. Give us all of it, and you know, fucking just either stop supporting the older. There has to be a point, right? Like, but where is that point? How long has it been now since V4 has been out? We're looking at half a year.
I think that the big thing that we
3
forget
months.
about.
No, does it really that short already?
July, dude. We're in August, early August.
Why does it
was
feel
released
like
in
almost
July.
6 months?
In Flight Sim World, both launched about 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
don't cut them
moves
off yet,
incredibly.
but soon.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though,
incredibly
is that
rapidly.
I
They
think
should
that
do what I suggested last week is do a light version. Do the V4 version and sell that. That's the full version. That's what you're going to get. But if you want V3, V2, V1, this is the light version. This is the cut down version. Go buy that one. Have a separate
But really,
product.
though,
Same
what's-
plane, but a separate product.
I guess what is it? I mean, don't get me wrong. There should be native V4 features, but does a V4 feature really require that you completely strip the plane and start from square one? No, it'll probably take an extra 4 or 5 days of work to make sure that you know the things that you want to have as native V4 SDK features are in there. And then, of course, look, if you want to add even more to it and you want to charge more money, that's fine. I just don't think that you need to go crazy overboard on a 152. This isn't a jet where you'd have a OOM problem to begin with, right?
Right.
So you can kind of build this thing how you want to build it, refine it in your process.
Oh,
over
absolutely.
time,
I'm
but
not
it's
talking about the 152 per se. I'm just talking about planes in general. You know, when you get the Coronados and whatever,
Yeah.
and they say, yeah, this is going to be for V4, 3, 2, 1. And you're just like, well, do a V4. Start with V4. Build that one with all the sexy lights on it, all the sexy features, and then cut some of those features out and release that cut down version as V3.
Like V4 first, instead of FSX first.
Yeah.
Saying.
That's how.
I mean, you're gonna
like,
accomplish the
websites
same thing, but yeah, no, I hear you. I see what you're saying.
That's like websites. They went mobile first, and then they expand to desktop. But now we're going to face a different problem because V5 will most likely have PBR, and that's going to be another fence.
Bro, let's not
between the
start
versions.
spreading V5 rumors now.
Dude, it's all the other sims have it. It's a no-brainer.
V4
Yeah, that's for sure.
V4 is the last, and then I think at Flight SimCon it was asked. I mean, look, I want to keep. I'm not going to say too much, but I think that the topic came up at Flight SimCon. I just felt so bad for that for the who was it that showed up from Lockheed? Was it
McCarthy, something. He stayed for 20 minutes.
He did
I
not
didn't know
want
if
to
that
be
was
there.
Reed.
No.
Yeah, you could tell he didn't want to. And
He
think
did
about
not
it
wanna
though.
be there.
Just think about it though. That guy was getting pummeled with questions from consumer
course.
sims, and he's
Yeah.
probably sitting there on stage like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck about raindrops."
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, if
Yep.
a dev
Literally.
wants raindrops, guess what? We'll give them some sort of tool if they want to make raindrops. But that's really the only people I want to talk to here are system integrators and developers. Like everybody else, I don't want to hear about. Other thing. Oh yeah, I want to hear about PBR. The only reason Lockheed Martin would even take notice of PBR is if a dev like Kevin or maybe a guy like Rob who has their ear would go in and suggest it. But trust me, the community could scream for PBR all they want, and Lockheed Martin wouldn't budge an inch.
Yeah.
They have their
fair.
vision. Yeah, exactly. They have their
We've seen
vision, and I don't blame them for that because at the end of the day, you know, compared to, and I don't mean to like, you know, get us off track, but their mission is more critical than ever now, right? The world is getting kind of tense right now, and you know they are going to be focused on their core mission first and foremost.
Yeah, and it's not Flight Sim.
I mean, well, it is flight simulation.
It is
but
in
it's
a
not
way.
for us.
Yeah, it's not for us, right?
us.
Right.
Exactly. It's people who are training
need
for
it.
scenarios. Exactly. Who are training for, who actually use you know, all those advanced, you know, workstation tools or whatever they have.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. I mean, but don't get me wrong, though. I mean, look, and I even said that in my video today, is that still have Lockheed Martin's grace to thank for even still having flight simulation around for the most part. I mean, if they wouldn't have saved things with V2 or 2.5 or whenever, you know, the cloud shadows and stuff came, you know, we a lot of us would have probably lost interest in the genre, or
we would have been on X-Plane.
X-Plane would have had
X-Plane.
Sorry,
yeah, X-Plane.
That's the truth of it. We would have been on X-Plane. We would not have put up. We would not have put up with.
So, though, I mean, I you got to think about there is that even so, would Austin have made the same decisions he made if
that's true?
P3D wasn't there.
There
you know what I mean? So
been some
competition
influence.
is a must.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Competition is a must. You have no idea how.
Same with Flight Sim World.
Because I mean, because
Flight Sim World wouldn't have existed if they didn't buy the FSX for Steam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, you know, and it's like we were just saying, you know, if you go to Flight Sim Con this year, everybody's asking about raindrops, for God's sakes. Last year, nobody was asking about raindrops. People were asking about 64-bit.
Yeah.
Right? So you need that competition to make anybody move ahead. And, I don't know, I just think this is the greatest flight simulation's been in forever.
It's time for the clip of the week. This one brought to you by me. This is Mr. Sparks with I Tumble For Ya. Let's check it out. This is DCS. And something leads him to believe he can still fly. As he cranks up the power and attempts to take off.
Perseverance.
Look at his face. Look at his concentration. Look at him. Look at him.
I don't understand why the propeller didn't explode, because they normally do.
That's right. You're right, though.
Yeah, it normally would have, right?
Put too much power in the propeller of those aircraft, they'll explode in DCS.
Yeah.
No, it's like when it contacts the ground.
Oh, it touched the ground. Oh, got it.
Keep the clips coming, please, over at twitch.tv/theskylounge. When you're watching this show, we've got 6 hosts live. I think we did over 180 hours live. That's a real metric, by the way. Last month, 180 hours live last month. And there's a clip button in the lower right-hand corner. Smack it when we do something stupid or funny. And we'll see if we make clip of the week. Time for worth mentioning. These are quick mentions. They're usually updates or releases for things we've already covered in detail in previous shows. Let's start from the top. Of course, the number one bit of news this week, OrbX, the Hot August freezing sale. OrbX stuff is 48% off. I don't know why it's not 50% off, but it is 48% off, and that's insane. Steal your mama's wallet, steal your daddy's wallet, do it. No, don't do that. Do not do that. But go out and buy a lot of OrbX, because now is the time. If you miss it, you can probably do it again next year in August, but
yeah, or next month.
Or next month. No, they don't repeat that sale too often. Not the 48.
They're not Rexified.
Yeah, they're not Rex.
They're not Rexified.
Just Flight has released the C-46 Commando. We've covered this one in detail as well. Word of warning from heavy experience with the plane. I can tell you it is not ready for it wasn't ready for release, man. The systems are really bad. The autopilot does not work. It's not just me, it's multiple people on the channel that have purchased it, and we did a big flight together. We were all painfully flying this damn thing. We do have a ticket in the Just Flight, and they did confirm that there is a service pack coming. Don't spend your money until you see that service pack. Just saying. Updated the Coronado 690B, now at 1.2. So if you have that beautiful bird, go get that update. The Aerosoft Twin Otter has been reported for some in V4 to not have any letters in the radios. I saw it, a couple other folks saw it as well. The fix is documented here. You'll need a font. It's the Quartz font. Head into the forums and check that out. Chili Willy's reported a fix for the missing runways in the PMDG systems. He did get an answer to that as well. So if you're seeing missing runways inside the box, head over and check out this thread. Some before and after midnight shots for SP6 for England, Orbex. And these are amazing. They've redone like pretty much all of downtown London, right? Nice. Sparky, have you seen these?
I don't know.
You haven't seen these?
Nope.
Oh my God, Sparky. Well, we're going to go into detail on this one then. You tell me.
Oh my
God damn.
Okay, well that sums it up then.
Mm-hmm.
That's my office when I was working.
That's nice. Yeah,
Nice.
that's good. It's very green though. It's too green. London's not like green.
No, it's grey. It's rainy.
I'll find out when I'm out there for Cosford in October. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, again, I've been to London. But I'm sure it's just as grey as it was when I was there the last time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
For the real.
The Queen's not home.
No.
Yeah, that difference in lighting.
How do you know if the Queen's home, Edson?
I don't know. How do you know?
The smoke.
Flag would be up.
There's no smoke.
flag.
That's the Pope.
That's
There's another.
The flag would be raised.
There's another sign as well. The guard boxes that you have at either side there, that would be 4 guards and not 2.
Oh, so when she's home, there are 4 guards, and when she's not, there are 2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also the standard. Yeah.
Cool. So it says SP6, so Service Pack 6 will certainly be the last embedded package for FTX England. Any further enhancements will be add-ons. Flight Sim Commander and Database Manager, his version 9.7. This is a Aerosoft product, I believe.
You know something? I have seen 2 announcements in the last few weeks regarding that. Nowhere have I found any instructions on where to get it, how to do it.
Well,
honestly,
might need some more research. Coronado releases the C208B Grand Caravan for X-Plane 11. I should probably click on this one as well. And the overall reception is less than great. It quickly dives down and it's like terrible, not buying again, release new aircraft or start charging full price. That thread went downhill so fast. It's the Coronado X-Plane 11 thing, man.
Oh boy.
Milviz mid-year update. It's about a 1 hour and some change video where they go through the 59 aircraft that they currently have in development. Those guys have so much in their development pipeline. It's nice to see that they finally kind of addressed some updates for each aircraft. In this video, it was live stream and they kind of loaded up multiple different aircrafts and showed you around and showed you progress and stuff like that. So cool thing, but it's going to take a lot of time to kind of sort through it. It's an hour-long video. KBNA Nashville International will be getting an update to HD textures and SOTA jetways. That's cool.
Nice.
If you fly out that route, you'll get an update soon. This is by SXAD. The Milviz Beaver has been updated yet again. Mr. Aviator Moser alerted them to a weight and balance problem. And yay, Mr. Aviator Moser. Nice job, man. Updated Toga Projects and VTEX SP1. So if you're rocking that NVTEX product, I just call it NVTEX. NVTEX, go out and get SP1. It was in a beta stage for a long time. It's now in a public release. That's going to wrap up episode 32. A very special thanks and welcome to our newest host here on Approach, Mr. Jordan King. Thanks, dude, and welcome to the show.
Hey guys, good to see you.
Good to see you. I don't think anyone's ever seen you. It's crazy, man.
The Phantom of the flight sim.
The Phantom. It's usually just your very calm voice talking over a comparison video.
That's right. I drink green Green tea with organic honey. That's the key to a
That's
good
right,
voice.
and your super late night recording sessions, I'm sure, yeah.
My microphone right here, so I can get all nice and close.
There it is, dude. Yeah,
that's the secret, bro.
That's it. That's
the
it.
secret.
Well, welcome, man. We're really excited to have you, man. It's been a good time already. Thank you. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Sky 5, everyone.
Sky 5.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
63, contact the New York Center 128.3.
28 ready, Tempo 63, good day.